Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Education is the great engine of personal development. It is through education that a child of farm workers can become the president of a great nation. A good head and a good heart are always a formidable combination. But when you add to that a literate tongue or pen, then you have something very special. When a man is denied the right to live the life he believes in, he has no choice but to become an outlaw. I had no epiphany, no singular revelation, no moment of truth, but a steady accumulation of 1,000 slights, 1,000 indignities, and 1,000 unremembered moments produced in me an anger, a rebelliousness, a desire to fight the system that imprisoned my people. I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear. Courage is not the absence of fear. It's inspiring others to move beyond it. I have walked that long road to freedom. I have tried not to falter. I have made missteps along the way. But I have discovered the secret that after climbing a great hill, one only finds that there are many more hills to climb. As I walked out the door toward the gate that would lead to my freedom, I knew if I didn't leave my bitterness and hatred behind, I'd still be imprisoned. Resentment is like drinking poison and then hoping it will kill your enemies. If you want to make peace with your enemy, you have to work with your enemy. Then he becomes your partner. You will achieve more in this world through acts of mercy than you will through acts of retribution. I am fundamentally an optimist. Whether that comes from nature or nurture, I cannot say. Part of being optimistic is keeping one's head pointed toward the sun, one's feet moving forward. There were many dark moments when my faith in humanity was sorely tested, but I would not and could not give myself up to despair. May your choices reflect your hopes, not your fears. No one is born hating another person because of the color of his skin, or his background, or his religion. People must learn to hate, and if they can learn to hate, they can be taught to love, for love comes more naturally to the human heart than its opposite. Man's goodness is a flame that can be hidden but never extinguished. Overcoming poverty is not a task of charity, it is an act of justice. Like slavery and apartheid, poverty is not natural. It is man-made and it can be overcome and eradicated by the actions of human beings. Let there be justice for all. Let there be peace for all. Let there be work, bread, water, and salt for all. There can be no keener revelation of a society's soul than the way in which it treats its children. We owe our children, the most vulnerable citizens in any society, a life free from violence and fear. History will judge us by the difference we make in the everyday lives of children. It is said that no one truly knows a nation until one has been inside its jails. A nation should not be judged by how it treats its highest citizens, but its lowest ones. In my country, we go to prison first and then become president. As I have said, the first thing is to be honest with yourself. You can never have an impact on society if you have not changed yourself. Great peacemakers are all people of integrity, of honesty, of humility. One of the things I learned when I was negotiating was that until I changed myself, I could not change others. Lead from the back, and let others believe they are in front. A leader is like a shepherd. He stays behind the flock, letting the most nimble go out ahead, whereupon the others follow, not realizing that all along they are being directed from behind. You take the front line when there is danger, then people will appreciate your leadership. Sometimes it falls on a generation to be great. You can be that great generation. Let your greatness blossom. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. There is no passion to be found playing small, in settling for a life that is less than the one you are capable of living. Your playing small does not serve the world. Who are you not to be great? It is not where you start, but how high you aim that matters for success. Do not judge me by my successes. Judge me by how many times I fell down and got back up again. I never lose. I either win or learn. A winner is a dreamer who never gives up. It always seems impossible until it's done. Once a person is determined to help themselves, there is nothing that can stop them. We must use time creatively and forever realize that the time is always ripe to do right. There is a universal respect and even admiration for those who are humble and simple by nature, and who have absolute confidence in all human beings, irrespective of their social status. I am not a saint unless you think of a saint as a sinner who keeps on trying. Live life as though nobody is watching, and express yourself as though everyone is listening. Tread softly, breathe peacefully, laugh hysterically. Appearances matter, and remember to smile. What counts in life is not the mere fact that we have lived. It is what difference we have made to the lives of others that will determine the significance of the life we lead. One cannot be prepared for something while secretly believing it will not happen. There is nothing like returning to a place that remains unchanged to find the ways in which you yourself have altered. I dream of an Africa which is in peace with itself. During my lifetime, I have dedicated myself to the struggle of the African people. I have fought against white domination, and I have fought against black domination. I have cherished the ideal of a democratic and free society in which all persons live together in harmony and with equal opportunities. It is an ideal which I hope to live for and to achieve. But if needs be, it is an ideal for which I am prepared to die. There are names in history that echo far beyond their lifetime. Names that become symbols of resilience, justice, and human dignity. Among them, one shines with extraordinary clarity: Nelson Rolihlahla Mandela. Born in 1918 in a small village in South Africa, Mandela's journey would span the fields of law, the darkness of a prison cell, and ultimately, the presidency of a free and democratic nation. For 27 years, he endured confinement, not with bitterness, but with an unbreakable belief in the power of forgiveness, unity, and human courage. Mandela was not just a political leader, he was a moral compass. He proved that strength lies not in domination, but in reconciliation, not in vengeance, but in vision. His life reminds us that even in the face of impossible odds, a single person's conviction can bend the arc of history toward justice.